Hey, what is happening? My name is Sean Pai, and if you're interested in fitness and nutrition and how I went from looking like this to looking like this in just under 3 months, then please keep watching this video. Let's get right into it. Quick disclaimer, I am not a medical practitioner. If you have any existing medical conditions, please consult with your doctor first. And this video was requested by some of my followers, and so I just wanted to share some tips that I wish I knew when I first started my fitness journey. I started this journey on July 12th of this year, so 2021, and it's now the first week of October, so it's been about 3 months of progress so far. I know my physique isn't all that crazy compared to some like the super ultra mega athletes online, who are all amazing by the way, and it takes a lot of effort to get there, which is one of my goals, so I'm going to keep at it. But I just kind of wanted to show you what a realistic transformation could look like over around 3 months if you take it really seriously. And although I did have a bit of existing muscle already, I still wanted to outline the foundations that really helped me out. Before we get into the different types of exercises that I'll show you that you can do at home and in the gym, let's talk about the most fundamental important part of this journey, which is nutrition. Now, I've been exercising for years, both properly and improperly, and one thing I definitely learned is that nutrition is so important, and I didn't start seeing progress until I started taking it seriously. If you're someone that wants to lose some weight, then definitely nutrition is going to help you get there, and you could do it without going to the gym or exercising. But if you're someone that wants to build lean muscle mass or just mass in general for muscle, then you're definitely going to need to work out at least twice a week and have a proper nutritional diet as well. Before I get into the actual workouts that worked out for me over my 90-day transformation, I'll go into a bit more into nutrition and the basis for it, so that way you can help paint clearer goals for your progress in the future. I'm sure you've all heard of the term calories. Calories are a scary word that people have kind of associated badly over the past decade. They're in every household food item and all across the grocery stores, but I think they just get a bad rap because if you understand what calories mean and what they can do for you in tracking and achieving your goals, then you can take mastery over calories. Simply put, calories are energy, and you need energy for your body to be able to function. And without that energy or those reserves, then you can't source any energy for your body to be able to work out or to do strenuous activities or do other fun things. And so you need that to be able to function and to do more. And without it, we would basically be like those low-level slimes in animes who just fall over and can't do anything and are just merely existing. So that's not that great. You know, we need energy to do things. Our bodies are used to having a very specific amount, well, more or less, of nutrients every single day to maintain our current weight. That's called your maintenance calories. Now, if you eat more on a single day than you're used to, then you're going in excess. And so your body's trying to figure out where it can store all this excess energy that it's not used to, and that's why you gain weight. Now, if you eat less in a day than you're supposed to, now your body's in fight or flight mode. It's trying to figure out how it can compensate for the lack of energy it normally needs, and usually it would take it out of either your reserves from other parts of your body, such as fat, or it would take it out of your muscle, because that's one of the things it would target to in order to try and gain extra nutrients. Your body kind of goes crazy when it doesn't have enough to eat. According to Medical News Today and the 2020 dietary guidelines for Americans, women need approximately 1,600 to 2,400 calories per day at maintenance, and men require around 2,000 to 3,000 calories per day. This does depend on a lot of factors like your age, your size, your weight, your overall activity level, how healthy you are, and there's also genetics that play a big role in like how quick your metabolism is and things like that. And so if we got into all of those, this would be a way too long video, so I'm gonna start making it a bit quicker so I can get into the workout portion sooner. And so a quick way for me to kind of track what I need every single day, which is a bit silly, but I take my weight in pounds, which is 180, and then I add a 0 at the end. So that means I need about 1,800 calories per day to stay at the current weight. One trick that really helped me evaluate where I was currently at and a bit of foreplanning into the future was a very old rule of thumb over the past decade, which has since been debunked. I'm just warning you right now, you don't have to use this, but it worked for me, so I just want to share it anyways, was that 3,500 calories equals about 1 pound. So in my frame of mind, I was like, okay, that's the target if I want to lose a pound, which doesn't necessarily equate to losing a pound of fat, but you know, it helped me frame it. And so I was thinking, I have 1,800 calories every day to maintain my weight. So all I need to do is lose 500 calories a day, and in a week I will lose a pound. Perfect. 7 times 500, that's 3,500, that's a pound. And so when I was thinking about it, I was like, okay, how can I do this safely? If I minus 200 every single day, so I eat a little bit less, and I work out in the gym, equaling about 300 calories worth of energy expended in the gym by, you know, doing running or lifting weights or a lot of cardio, that will equal 500 calories. And so every day if I work out and I eat a little bit less, then in a week I'll lose a pound. There's a lot of diets out there that have pros and cons, but it's very important, at least for now, that you have a balanced diet of protein, carbs, and fat, because you need all three of those macronutrients in order for your cells to function, for it to grow, for it to repair, and for you to thrive. Now you can get 2,000 calories, like all the calories you need in a day, most likely, from brownies, cupcake, chocolates, you know, all unhealthy sweets. You could do that, but it's not good because your cells, your bodies aren't getting the proper nutrients that it needs to function properly. Your brain's not going to be able to thrive. And so that's why it's really important that you have a balanced diet of very healthy food. Some of the foods that I love the most, which is funny, is just salads. I never thought I would say that. I have a Caesar salad wrap every single day with chicken, and it feels so healthy to me because there's no preservatives and it's all just fresh. I have eggs every morning when I can, and there's just a lot of different kinds of food that you can get. Salmon at night is amazing because the omega-3 fatty acids help your cells grow even faster. And I just like to I like to think that as long as it's not processed, as long as it doesn't come from a factory in some case, then it's probably a good food for you to eat, and the greener it is, the better. And one thing too is you need to hydrate. Hydration is so important for your body and especially your mind to function. Without hydration, your cells don't get oxygen. It can't thrive, and your mind can't think straight. What I do every single day when I wake up now is I have a glass of water, and that helps my mind wake up and helps me have an amazing morning. So hydrate, 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 please. It's so important. In order to gain muscle, you need protein. Protein is so important, and we hear that word all the time for muscle bodybuilders and people with protein shakes, which is also really cool, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But essentially, the amino acids inside protein are the muscle building blocks that help promote muscle repair and also maintain muscle tissue. So it's really, really important. After a workout, there's a very short window. It's called the anabolic window, and it's about 30 to 60 minutes where if you're able to consume protein, it'll greatly help with muscle synthesis and regeneration. So I definitely recommend that you do that, and that's kind of why bodybuilders tend to have muscle protein shake. I don't know why I keep saying muscle protein, why they have protein shakes after workouts, so that way they can hit that window right away and they can start getting that protein into their cells to start repairing and creating. Because when you're trying to build muscle, essentially you are tearing the muscle, and so that way it can grow back stronger and bigger. And so that window, you can kind of think like the protein's like sneaking into the veins and into the muscle, so that way it can become bigger in the future. There are a ton of resources online that you can figure out how much protein you need per day to encourage muscle synthesis and basically to create muscle. And for me, I like to use 1.1 to 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. Sorry, American. Oh, I'm American, but I'll use kilograms, just it's easier for me. And so I weigh about 81 kilograms, and that would be about 122 grams of protein, give or take, if I'm remembering right, that I would need every single day in order to maintain my current muscle, but also to start building more muscle too. Okay, finally, the last thing I'll talk about nutrition, finally. There's this term called EPOC, and I'm not even gonna pretend to remember it because it's so complicated. It's called excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. Okay, I guess I didn't remember it. But anyways, what this basically means is there's a window after working out where your metabolism is basically at a heightened stage because it's been working so hard as you're working out. And what that means is that you consume calories or you digest calories much quicker. And so people think that when you're running and you're doing cardio and exercising, that you lose most of the weight on the treadmill. Well, the fact is you actually lose a significant amount of the weight off of the treadmill after the workout because your body is in such a heightened stage that it's still working overtime even though you're not working out, which is so cool. I like to time some of my cheat meals after an intense cardio day because I know some of the meal is gonna get consumed much more because of my body's heightened, and so I don't feel as bad about eating it. Again, that was a lot of info. I do apologize. I talked about it too much. Next up, I do want to go into mindset before I go into the workouts itself. So in my opinion, and you can do whatever mindset you want, but if you don't have a clear goal in mind, a clear vision of your life in the future, of who you want to be and where you want to go, it's going to be hard to really commit to these changes because it's a lot both on your body and also mentally. So I definitely recommend don't have a numerical value in mind to where you want to go. Don't think, oh, I want to lose 10 pounds, I want to lose 20 pounds, or I want to gain 10 pounds, or I want to gain 20 pounds. No. Think about a person or a place of your life that you want to be at, or anything that you can visualize of where you want to be. So if it's someone that inspires you, like for me, The Rock inspires me, Arnold Schwarzenegger inspires me, Terry Crews inspires me. I picture myself maybe being like them one day. And so if you can think of someone that you look up to that you can emulate one day, or even better, I think of like a state of feeling and being that you'll be. Like me, I keep thinking, oh, a year from now I'm gonna feel so much more healthier, I'm gonna feel so amazing every time I look in the mirror, I'm gonna love the way I look, like things like that. If you can put some kind of emotion towards your goal, it's gonna help you stick to that goal, and it's gonna make this a lot more enjoyable too. Oh, and another thing about vision is I was really inspired by JoJo's Bizarre Adventure because of how in shape the characters were there, and ever since then I started looking at different animes and seeing all these buff and like crazy lean, really good shaped characters, and it just inspired me to work out. And with cosplaying, I like to bring the character as close to the author's creation as possible, and so for me, I feel like I can be more impactful to people that I meet and really bring the character to life by cosplaying in the best shape that I can for that character. So that's a big motivating factor for me too, and I'm sure you can find some kind of motivating factor for you also on why to keep consistent with this. Another thing about mindset is if you have access to a gym and you're kind of scared about what people will think about you, let me guarantee you that 90% at least of people aren't going to be looking at you when they're at the gym, because they're going to be so busy with their workout that they won't really be focusing on you at all. In fact, when I see someone who's not in incredible shape in the gym, I think that's amazing. I'm like, yeah, let's go, dude. Get it, work out. And so I really think that people don't mind as much as like we perceive that it's going to be scary to go into a gym and you're going to be judged and all that. No one's going to really care. Everyone's there for themselves, for their own goals and fitness. So I think that if you want to go ahead and do it and just don't worry about others. Plus, I like to make it a fun little game. If I'm in the gym and someone like stares at me for a second, I think to myself, dang, I must be getting some goals. I must be doing something right if people are like looking really quick. So it's just all about how you frame it, I guess. When you're working out, you're going to put stress on your muscles. This is normal, and you are going to get sore, especially in the first couple days afterwards. Don't worry, don't freak out. This is your body just telling you that you've done something that your body's not used to. And for me, I always think that when I'm sore, I've hit a new height. I've gone to a new level that I've never been to before, and my body is like, whoa, what happened? Let me just rest up really quick and get ready for the next time. And so if you're sore, think of that as like a motivating factor, that your body's telling you, hey, good job, we're going somewhere new, let me rest up, then we'll be good to go. You can do it even better. On days that I'm extremely sore, I still do go to the gym. If I'm sore in my legs, then I'm gonna lift some weights and do upper body. If I'm sore in my upper body, then I'll probably do a lot more cardio and I'll do a lot more core. And so you can kind of tailor your workouts towards what your body can handle at the time. Recently my car broke down due to external factors, meaning someone did something to it, but that's fine. So every day for at least 5 times a week, which is how often I go to the gym, I take my bicycle and bike to the gym about 2 miles each way. Sometimes I take the scenic route through the park too when the weather is especially nice, and this is a great warm-up for my body on the way to the gym and makes me feel kind of like I'm burning a little bit extra calories. Well, I guess it is because I am. But anyways, I just wanted to show some videos of how I get to the gym every day and how I get home. I just wanted to throw in this quick video showing that all of the progress that I've been showing and all the pictures in the beginning are real and that this isn't edited, so here you go. If you're looking for another way to warm up, I'd also advise, if you have access to a treadmill, try doing incline walks. If you do an incline walk at about 5 to 10 incline at around 3 to 3.5 speed for at least 10 or 15 minutes, maybe 20 or 25 if you have time, then it may not seem like it's going to be difficult, but it's really going to get your body moving and super warmed up before engaging in all these exercises. I highly recommend it. It's amazing for burning. I wasn't able to get any footage of this, but I also recommend after warming up to do some dynamic stretches. Here on the screen are some examples. Dynamic stretches means that you're not just in a static position where you stretch, so you're not just sitting down or standing up while you're stretching. You're incorporating movement into your stretches, which will also help you warm up your muscles, stimulate nerve activity in your body, increase your fuller range of motion when you move, and it can also help prevent injury and soreness for during and post-workout if you do it properly. If you don't have access to a treadmill, then no problem. One of my favorite warm-up exercises is to do mountain climbers, and this isn't even much of a warm-up as it is a full exercise. And to do mountain climbers, you'll want to get into the push-up or plank position with your arms and legs spread out evenly, and with your back straight and arms extended, you'll be kind of at an angle. Then you're going to pull your knee up as far as you can to your chest and alternate with each leg change. This is a workout that you can easily do at the comfort of your own home, and it helps greatly strengthen your core, legs, back, shoulders, and especially your arms. And you can go fast or slow, but the faster you go while keeping proper form, then you'll be able to ramp up your heart rate, which will help you burn even more throughout the workout. For beginners, I recommend doing 3 sets of 10 to 20 mountain climbers with about 15 to 30 seconds of rest in between each set. For intermediate, I recommend doing 3 sets of 25 to 30 of these with about 15 to 30 seconds between each set. And for advanced, I recommend doing 3 sets of at least 50 onwards of these with the same 15 to 30 seconds rest in between. For me, I've been doing 3 sets of about 50 or so far, and sometimes I go higher if I have some extra energy that day. One of my favorite workouts, especially recently, has been doing Russian twists, which is when you take a medicine ball and you twist your waist side to side, and these basically help strengthen your obliques. And the obliques are the muscles that surround your waist and kind of help get that V-line that a lot of people are trying to go after. And you want to take a medicine ball of at least enough intensity so that way it's still a workout and you feel your core moving, but not too much that it becomes too tiresome or too heavy and difficult and that you can't really move that much. And you don't even need a medicine ball. Sometimes when I used to be in my condominium by myself, I would take heavy books or anything that would weigh enough that it would make enough of a motion that when I'm twisting. And you can even do these twists without a medicine ball or without weights too. So whatever works best for you. For me, I like to do about 50 of these in a row and then take a rest for about 30 to 45 seconds and then do another 50, then another rest, and do another 50. So about 3 sets of 50. I know we've all heard of planks before, and no, not that kind of plank. Planking has a terrific effect on the core that fires up so many different muscles at the same time. It's really one of the best core workout strength building exercises that not only burns calories and fat, but also improves your posture and tones your muscles too. To plank, you'll want to lay on the floor with your hands either together or apart, depending on your preference, and make your back as comfortably straight as possible. In these, I really try to emphasize tightening my core, which feels like more of an intense workout for me. Remember, it's not about speed or length, it's about quality. If you're just beginning, I recommend doing 3 sets of 15 to 30 seconds with the same amount of time of rest in between each set. For intermediate, try doing 3 sets of 45 to 60 seconds with half as many seconds of rest in between each set. And finally, for advanced, 3 sets of 75 to 90 seconds will really kick your butt, and with quick rests in between. So far, I'm personally up to 2 sets of 75 seconds, and then I end with 1 set of 60 seconds, and afterwards I'm pretty much gone in terms of energy. Okay, for this next exercise, I have no idea what it's called, and I tried looking it up, and I'm really just not sure. But I guess it's you go into a push-up or plank position, and it's alternating leg raises is like it's the best thing I could call it. Anyways, these are great that if you maintain the position correctly, you have a straight back, and your arms are straight as well, and then you're really tightening up your core as you move these legs and interchange them in between. I think it's incredible. It's not too extremely difficult or arduous to do, and if you do them properly, you can really feel your core tightening and being worked out. So I definitely recommend these. And then halfway through also, I started doing them with hand touches too, which puts a little bit of additional weight towards the exercises, because then you're only balancing on 2 of your limbs instead of all 4. So yeah, or all 3. So I definitely recommend doing these if you want to. And for a beginner, try doing about 20 of these. For intermediate, you can do around 30 to 40. And I think at this point I do around 50 or so when I try these on my own. Squatting is one of the most effective workouts for burning calories and also just strengthening so many muscles in your body. It works out the hip muscles, the calves, the hamstrings, the obliques that are the sexy little love handles that everyone keeps trying to get. And they're just a great exercise overall. It takes a lot of mental fortitude, in my opinion, to do squats. But if you can get over that hump and really commit yourself to doing all of the squats, then you'll find that it's a great exercise. So what you want to do is basically you squat. You don't want to make your knees go further than the tips of your shoes when you do these, and you want to try and maintain form where your back is completely straight and you're going down and up in a very solid, slow but methodical motion. And you want to be tightening your core as you do this so you can really feel the workout. And one of the things I used to do in my old apartment was I would take whatever weights around the house I could find when there were no gyms open. I would get a lot of water that was really heavy, or a ton of books, or I would even put things inside a backpack and then hold the backpack as I squat down. And that really helped me do home workouts effectively and make this part of my daily routine. If you're a beginner, try doing about 15 to 25 of these, which might still be a little bit rough, but it's definitely worth it. If you're intermediate, aim for around 35 to 50. And if you're advanced in these, 50 and onwards, and that's going to be really great. Do 3 sets of each of them and you will be good to go. Next up, burpees. Never has there been a more tiresome yet extremely effective quick workout. Gosh, if you have the mental fortitude for these, they will really elevate your fitness game to the next level. As you can see in the video, it combines a squat, a jump, and hitting the ground into a push-up position all in one. Then you do it again, and then you do it again. This is the most full body workout experience you can get. And if you can do 3 sets of 5 of these to start off, then that's great. Eventually aim for 3 sets of 10, and then if you can, try 3 sets of 15 eventually. And I'll warn you, they will really kick your butt though, as they did mine in this video. As one of my favorite fitness idols, Arnold Schwarzenegger, likes to say, don't worry about the naysayer. And for me especially, one advice I like to give is don't take advice from people who haven't already done or aren't currently doing what they're trying to give advice about. Especially people who post anonymously or don't have any public profiles. It's probably not the most trustworthy people to go after. All right, now listen here. You have all the potential in the world to go after the goals that you set for yourself. So just go get to it. You never know what could happen. Okay, that about wraps it up. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate you sticking till the very end of the video. This is definitely one of the longest videos that I've ever made. So props to you for staying all the way. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscription button down below. It really helps me out a lot. And like 99% of people that watch this aren't subscribed. I'm not even kidding. It's a super new channel. So it really goes a long way. I appreciate it. And if you haven't already, please join the Discord. The link for the Discord is down below, and I challenge you to do your own 90-day fitness challenge and post some progress in the Discord there. I'm going to be making a fitness section just for this and a 90-day challenge channel section too, and so hopefully you can go ahead and try this and we can talk there, and if you need advice or any help with anything, feel free to ask. And so that's about it. That wraps it up. Thank you so much again, and hope you have a good one. Peace.